Hello and welcome to this 20-minute power yoga flow. In today's practice, we'll move through powerful sequences to awaken your energy, build strength, and release tension. We'll flow through twists, warriors, balance postures, backbends, pretty much all of it before closing with a calming seated meditation. This is a great class for any time of day. When you're ready to begin, roll out your mat and start in a kneeling position. We'll start with breath of fire to ignite our energy. Sit tall with a straight spine, hands resting on your thighs. Close your eyes and begin breathing quickly and rhythmically through your nose, snapping the belly in on each exhale. Allow the inhale to happen naturally. Let's begin. Release that breath with a long exhale. Breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Now begin to engage in Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose as you make your way onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. Let's open out the palms so the fingers face to the sides of the mat and just begin to shift the weight from the right to the left, gently massaging out the wrists. And now let's turn the palms so the fingers face toward the knees, continuing rocking side to side. And now let's return the palms to a neutral position, fingers face forward. On an inhale, open the heart, the belly, the chest, and as you exhale, round your spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round your spine. Flow with your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, contract. And now return to a neutral spine. Extend the legs long behind you and lower all the way down to the belly. Let's take a cobra pose. Heart opens. Elbows are still bent in this posture. We'll allow the spine to open gently. Just take a few rounds. Inhale takes you up. Exhale returns the torso to the mat. And now tuck your toes, press straight up into plank and back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, shifting right, shifting left. And now lift onto the toes. As you exhale, drop the left heel down to the mat, bend the right knee. Inhale, come back through center. Let's take that to the other side. Inhale, come back through center, onto the tippy toes. Exhale, sink the heels. Let's take a deep, full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Gaze forward, step to the top of the mat. As you inhale, lengthen the spine from the tail to the crown. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, slowly rise, undulating through the spine. Reach the arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers, accept the pointers, and then lean to the right, side bending. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into a high plank pose. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lower the right knee to the mat, extend the left leg behind you. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, elbow and knee tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return. Now this time come to a high plank position. Lower halfway, and if you're ready, come into your full upward facing dog, straightening through the elbows. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach to the sides. Rise to stand. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back, high plank. From here, lower the left knee. Extend the right leg long. Reach the left arm forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower the arm, lower the leg. Step back to plank and flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach out to your sides, rise up to standing, get long, take up space. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center, mini back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, walk or jump back, floating through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, come onto the knees. Extend the right arm and left leg. Elbow touches the knee as you breathe out. Inhale, extend. Exhale to lower. Step back to high plank. Lower through your vinyasa. Press it back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, arms to the sides, rise to stand. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, keeping the hips over heels. Exhale, walk or jump back. Flow through your vinyasa. Upward dog to downward facing dog. And then lower to the knees. Now from here, let's extend left arm, right leg, elbow to knee touch. Re-extend and lower. Step back to your plank, take a breath in, lower halfway. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes reach to the sky. As you exhale, bring that right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step that foot between the hands. Rise up for crescent lunge. Sink down through the hips. Torso is long, shoulders broad. As you exhale, sweep the palms beside the hips. Inhale to rise, staying deep into the lunge. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, turn to your right, separate the arms, palms face away. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn right, open the arms, fingers face the sky. Hands to center. One more time. Turn right. Open the palms. Hands to the heart. Come back to center. Reach the arms high. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, flatten the left foot. Open up for warrior two. One straight line of energy from the right heel to the left center of the foot. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale, straighten the right leg as you rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Gaze over the right fingertips. Stay here. Straighten the right leg. Heel toe the left foot in a footprint. Preparing for Trikonasana. Reach through the right fingertips. Lower the right hand. Reach the left fingertips up to the sky and get long through both sides of the waist. Even the underside of the rib cage reaching long toward the crown of the head. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, lower your gaze, bring that left hand to the hip, bend through the right knee, and let's come forward into half moon. Left leg extends, right fingertips barely gracing the earth. Find your balance and extend the left arm to the sky. If balance is really tricky and you have a block close by, feel free to place that under the right hand. Option here to bend that top knee, reach back with the left hand and clasp the outside of the left foot. If you do have a hold of the foot, think of pressing it into the hand to create more opening through the front of that quadricep. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale softly, step it back into warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, reverse warrior. And then lower the hands down to the earth. Step the right foot back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, stay here and we'll come into a side plank. Right hand is the foundation. Sweep the left fingertips to the sky, just like you're plugging those into the sky above you. Rooted and grounded, reaching, extending. As you exhale, lower the left hand to the ribs. Inhale, reach high. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach. And exhale, lower, wrapping the left arm around your body, just like you're giving yourself a hug. From here, come into a high plank, lower halfway. Press it back up. Don't get too excited for that chaturanga. All right, we'll take it now. Come all the way onto the belly if you'd like to take a cobra pose or find your full upward facing dog. From here, we'll press back just a brief moment in child's pose, and then we'll meet in downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Rise for crescent lunge. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Sink the hips down. Think of expanding through the shoulders as you're here. On an exhale, sweep the hands beside the hips. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. This time we'll turn the torso to the left. Open the arms, palms face away from one another. Back to center, turn left, extend, center, and forward. One more time. Turn left, extend the arms, hands to heart, and turn forward. Reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, open wide for warrior two. Left knee is bent. Gaze over the left fingertips. Take a big breath in and out. Next breath in, straighten through your front leg. As you breathe out, return to the lunge. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, straighten and lift. Exhale to lower. Stay here. Breathe in, straighten through that front leg. Heel toe your back foot in a footprint. And let's come into our triangle pose over the left leg. Left hand reaches down, right arm to the sky. If your balance is steady, gaze up at the top fingertips and keep thinking of opening up through that top hip, just as if I was there pulling it backward in space. Lower your gaze, Bring the right hand to the right hip and let's shift forward into half moon pose. So as you're here, notice the placement of the right toes in space. If they're facing up, just bring those parallel with the mat. Find your steady breath. And if you're taking Chapasana, you can bend that top knee, reach back with the right fingertips clasping around the ankle. Let's re-extend. Softly, gently step back into Warrior Two, Reverse Warrior. As you exhale, lower the hands down to the earth, step back. Let's take that side plank. Left hand is the foundation, right hand reaches high, gaze up. Now lower the right hand, wrap it around the body. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale to wrap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. Reach to the sky. As you exhale, lower the right palm. You can lower all the way down to the earth or halfway. Press up, lower all the way down or halfway, taking Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. From here, a brief moment in Child's Pose. Stretch out your spine, undulate forward, and let's press back. Downward Facing Dog. Big breath in. Even bigger breath out. Return to steadiness of breath. And now let's come on down to the knees. Find a kneeling position with the knees hip distance apart. Place the hands to the low back. Fingers can face up or down. Press the hips forward as you open the heart to the sky. Lift the chin up to the top of the sky if that's accessible for you. And if you'd like to move farther, you can reach the hands back, clasping the ankles or the heels. If you do that, just make sure to press the hips forward again so they stay aligned over the knees. Big heart opening pose. Return the hands to the low back if they're not already there. And inhale, let's all rise to that kneeling position. Lower the sit bones down to the heels. And from here, we'll simply shift over to one side. We're going to come into Gaumugasana, a nice hip opening stretch. So let's begin by taking the right knee, placing it on top of the left. Flex both feet. Balance the weight between the sit bones. And on an exhaling breath, walk the hands forward. Allow the mind to begin to settle, the body to come into a softer, calmer place. As you inhale, walk yourself back up. And let's simply change sides. This time we'll stack left knee on top of the right. And if you need to hinge forward onto the knees to do this, that's perfectly fine. Then come to your seat, flex the feet, walk the hands forward. Begin to soften, surrender. Notice the energy that you've cultivated in your body. Notice the mind coming into softness. As you breathe in, begin to walk yourself back up to a tall seat, uncross the legs, and we'll come into our final posture. I'm going to end this class in a Sukhasana seated pose, but if you prefer traditional Shavasana, feel free to simply recline onto your mat. Whether you're seated or reclined, you're doing the exact same thing, coming into stillness and surrender of body and mind. Notice your breath. Feel the sensations in your body. And scan from your head all the way down through your toes, noticing any places where you might still be holding on to tension. Each time you encounter tension, breathe into it and soften as you exhale. On your next inhale, gently reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, lower the hands to your heart center. Take this dynamic energy that you've cultivated with you this day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.